All right, cool. Sorry about that. So I just, watch for the flip-floppers. Watch for the people who swore up and down that the people who might have believed in a guy who threw for, I don't know, 4,000 yards, player of the year, yada, yada, yada. Like, I guess there's not a lot of reason to, talk about that stuff. Now, here's the interesting thing, and this is where I talk about memory, right? Because if you're watching my channel, you were there, right? You were there when the rumors came out about Shedeur. You were there when they tried to say specifically, right? What did they specifically say? Off the field issues, character concerns. Remember when all the people who saw him fall into the draft, they painted him as this terrible nepo baby who was awful, and he's a terrible, awful person. But now we're hearing, right, from Kaplan NFL, right? I want to make sure I get his actual name, because Adam Kaplan, NFL Insider, right? Adam Kaplan, NFL Insider, right? He comes on the 92.3, the Fan Show, and now he's starting to bring up something very specific. We're gonna listen to this. 1 second.
Do you believe that Shedeur has a chance to get this right, or are we just kicking the can down the road until 2027?
All right, so here's the way that they think about it, based on my conversations with people around the Browns, and also coaches who know what's going on there. Look, there was this belief in coaching circles that if you wanna work with the Browns, you've got to at least believe that Shedeur Sanders will be a factor in the quarterback position. Nobody's handing him the job, to be clear, but there was this belief that, look, there's talent with this guy. There's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, I strongly believe, had there not been concerns with his character, he would not have gotten out of the third round. He's a drop back quarterback. He's not a runner. He could scramble. He's not a runner. There's a lot of talent with this guy. The question is he committed to being it? Is he talented? Is he committed to being and developing his talent? That was the issue coming to the draft. That's why he dropped to the fifth round, which definitely was surprising. I'll admit it. I thought he'd go earlier, but based on the teams I spoke with, who interviewed him, who talked to him before the draft, I mean, you could see why he dropped. Now that was then. This is now. He's got a wonderful chance to be their quarterback of the future. I'm very interested to see what Andrew Berry does with all this draft capital. He set them up pretty well. As I mentioned, 3 picks in the top 39. They've got a 3, they've got a 4, 2 5s, a 6, and a 7. But quarterback, guys, is not the only position. They have very little depth on this football team. They haven't been very aggressive, other than they're rebuilding their offensive line. Potentially, they're going to have 5 new starters. Certainly, going to have 4. The question is what they do with DeJuan Jones, who's spent 3 years on injured reserve. They got to figure out the left tackle position. But to move this forward here, guys, they've got a lot of questions. There's no.
So I want you to remember, right? And because look, some people call it collusion, some people call it this, some people call it XYZ. I just think it's interesting, and I'm gonna let this other video play, but just a small comment. Remember how the conversation has evolved. Remember that.
Since he's been here, I got to defend him. He has been so likable. He's been out in the community. He seems to be a guy putting in all the work from everything we've heard. What were you hearing character-wise?
All right, it has nothing to do with off the field. We're not talking about getting in any trouble. We're talking about was he totally committed to being a great quarterback? You watch the tape, again, everything I've been told that from a talent standpoint should go no further than the third round. There was no conspiracy, folks. It's such complete nonsense. For people who are plugged in, for people who talk, for folks who cover the league, or if you talk to coach.
Have you ever heard in a quarterback that has been playing quarterback that is the son of, and I don't even like bringing this up, but the son of an NFL player who's been playing under that NFL player, playing quarterback under one of the biggest spotlights ever. He doesn't even have to play quarterback. And I think that's right. That's what it is. To say there isn't collusion and there's no conspiracy, you just told us the conspiracy. guys, I know conspiracy has like this. Look at the definition of conspiracy. The definition of conspiracy is just a group of people executing a plan. It don't gotta be all, because people have this conversation. All 32 teams didn't want Shedeur. It wasn't all 32 teams. It could have been 4 teams. Literally 4 teams. We knew it was a weak draft class. A lot of teams had their quarterback, right? So that's why some of these things happen. But to say that there isn't any collusion, a conspiracy is simply a group of people coming together and coming up with the reason. Because so interesting that he said character concerns. This is what I mean by the imagery, by the way that they try to paint certain people. That isn't that's not what people typically label a character concern. Maybe say immaturity, maybe say XYZ, but regardless, not only can there just hasn't been any real concrete evidence for that. If I'm showing concrete evidence that Shedeur Sanders, the son of a Sanders, isn't taking it seriously, that's such a personal, just his vibe's not right. And I told y'all that 9 months ago when this happened, or a year ago. I said the real reason is they don't like that Shedeur Sanders feels like he doesn't need to play quarterback. He feels and he desires to be great. He thinks that he's going to add to a team and you should prioritize him. That makes people, like we saw reported, makes people feel small. That's what the NFL reports were saying, that these executives were uncomfortable with Shedeur Sanders and what he had to say. So to label it as character concerns, but you won't say immaturity, and you come up with, I don't know if he's committed to being a next level quarterback, it's because he didn't go in there and beg and plead. He didn't go in there on his hands and knees and say, please give me an opportunity. No, he's confident in himself. He doesn't look at it as giving the opportunity. He looks at it as you getting the opportunity to have Shedeur's services. And if you don't think like that as a quarterback, I think that you're not confident enough. I think you don't get enough hugs from your family, right? You need to be able to put your balls on the table sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that seemingly a overconfidence in himself as a professional athlete who's had one of the biggest media spotlights in history from high school, mind you, from high school. And the only thing that we can come up with negative is, I don't know if is he committed to being a great quarterback? I've never heard nothing like that. I've never heard that be the smoking gun to now all of a sudden, third round talent was the latest, but I'm surprised by 5th round. Everybody saw that he had talent. Everybody sees that he has talent. Tony Lima, I said Tony Grossi was the biggest hater. We gotta be honest with you. Anthony Lima is genuinely the biggest. Like he is a disgusting, despicable person when it comes to the way he talks about Shedeur Sanders. Often he likes to rage bait. He likes to poke fun at Shedeur Sanders fans, and he's a real nasty guy. He even said, and you know what I'm saying? I would prefer if Lima just didn't say anything positive about Shedeur. I'd rather him just, again, stay saying the negative things you have to say about Shedeur. Don't say that he's been in the community, because you didn't say that when you were saying nasty things about him, right? You didn't say that when you were addressing his fans. You didn't address the fact that he does great things in the community. Off the field's great. He puts the work in. Jason Lloyd apparently doesn't have the same connections, because even him, the NFL guy, said, oh yeah, actually, I've heard nothing but positive from Shedeur. So what is it? Jason Lloyd says he can't watch film, but then I got an NFL insider telling me, actually, everything I've heard from them, they like. Every single person who's going to become the head coach, you need to be able to prioritize Shedeur Sanders. Dog, what message is being sent? You're telling me that the Browns, because remember, all teams want to win, right? You're now telling me, guys, that the Browns, a team that wants to win, would involve Shedeur Sanders, the 5th round pick, in their head coaching search. Their head coaching search. But they don't know if he's committed. But he has character concerns. But he doesn't know how to read film. If that's the case, then the Browns need to be taken out of the NFL. That's what needs to be happening. Yo. I can't read the full name because it's YouTube be tripping. But a $10 donation. Can I read this, please? I hope. Here it goes. MagPyRG 3891. I don't know why it shows y'all's ats names, but thank you for the $10. It is going to the diaper fund. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. Let me get back in on this. So that's what we heard consistently, right? No. People would not want to draft Shedeur if they thought he could win, right? Right? They wouldn't do that because all 32 teams are trying to win. But you're going to also at the same time tell me a quarterback who y'all think isn't committed to play, a GM, an owner, they put their coaching search on the line of this 5th round talent. Guys, what do you want me to? I'm pulling a Jason Lloyd. What do you want me to ignore that? I gotta pull a Jason Lloyd. Do you want me to look at those sets of circumstances? Believe that a team wants to win. Believe this is a $1 billion team, and all of a sudden, at the same time, we're not sure if he's committed to be a quarterback. Come on, guys. We have to. I just wish it was consistent. Is it that he's a terrible person? Is it because, oh, no, it's really because there's too much drama and he's got fans and we're afraid of fans. Oh, no, it's actually he doesn't know how to watch film. Oh, no, actually it's because he's not committed. Dog, I told y'all this a year ago. They keep proving me right. If the lie was consistent, I could at least believe you. But no. It starts with the worst formal interview ever. And then it goes to made him feel small. Then it goes to, oh, well, he put a trick play up there from the Giants and he didn't recognize it. Then it goes, oh, well, he's a Nepo, right? Then he's a terrible person. Then, oh, wait, he's not a terrible person. It's actually, I remember this on the Pat McAfee show. It's actually because he didn't throw out the combine. And then Zach Jackson said, oh, it's actually because of the East-West Shrine Bowl. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it because of the East-West Shrine Bowl? Is it because he doesn't have an agent, which some people alluded to? That Deion Sanders is his agent? Oh, no, it's because he doesn't know plays. Oh, no, it's because he doesn't watch film. Oh, no, it's because... Dog, if y'all gotta change the lie every single time, it's gonna be hard for me to believe it. I'm trying to get right there with you guys and be like, okay, I get you now. That's what, at least there's a consistent. All right, this is what's going on. Shedeur is immature. If that was the case, I would then have to maybe attack and address those things. But when new things just get pulled out of a hat. When things that I can't corroborate anyway. You got Anthony Lima. Guys. Anthony Lima. What's up, Big Trizzy, by the way? Anthony Lima is sticking up for Shedeur at this point. That's how you know it's crazy. Tony Grossi is like, oh my God, now he deserves it. It's like, what's going on? What's happening? I feel not. Hey, y'all used to call us a cult and crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy right now. I really do feel like I'm going crazy right now. Your lies ain't good. They don't make sense. Every single time y'all say that Shedeur is actually positive, y'all say that they're risking their entire head coach search on him. I mean, the whiplash, yo. The whiplash. But hey, man. The rejected, I guess, is going to have to be respected. It is what it is. 12, 8, 2. he's gonna have to, put up or shut up, and he's gonna have to, put his money where his mouth is. I did want to watch this video. Why is Riz? He's in a monk outfit because Todd Monken. He's a monking guy. I thought that was a funny dad joke. I'm a dad now. I like dad jokes. We ain't gonna watch this, but I had to just yell at that. I thought it was funny that Shedeur is converting people, and now even in their lies, they have to continue to say, "Hey, there's only positive things to say." I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just a glazer. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe to football content. If you're here live, don't go nowhere. But you be great. Peace. It's crazy, man. Leanne says, NFL media is littered with fake actors, orchestrated chaos. Big Triz. Trizzy says exactly they're pushing it back so far that they can create another continent. Wait. What are you talking about? I see the goalposts keep moving. Dog, come on. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Real life. That's real. That's real life. The world is a state, and this is besides the point of what we got going on. What's it called? And let me. I'm gonna talk to the chat. Let me do a poll. We have Oscar Delp, which is a tight end, right? Oscar Delp, the tight end. We've got the Seatan check-in, which is kind of like a reaction. We're gonna that's like some spring football. I'm gonna talk to the chat for just a second, but I want y'all to do this poll real quick. What else we got? We got Mansour Delane. Oh, and became a new member. Thank you. We got a super fast cornerback. Seaton, and then we got the Falcons update. All right, so y'all vote on this. I'm gonna talk to y'all in the chat for just a second. See what's going. See what the vibes are like. First off, again, I mean, remember if you want to become a member, the video that dropped this morning, the members got it like I think Sunday night. Thank you so much, Mag Park. Thank you so much. Map Yarg. Sorry, I don't know why it's an at. I don't know why it's like that. I'm sure you didn't want your name to be an at like that, but let me know in the comments how you want me to say your name too. If I say your name wrong, because the at, they did a weird thing on YouTube. It doesn't show your username, it shows your at. So make sure y'all update me. Ain't worried about nothing Seaton. Okay. No wrong with that. But let me read the chat. Let me see what y'all said. Let me yap to y'all. Wait, I was saying something right there. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. All right, I already said that. But yeah, let me go back and read some of these. You better tell it. A Lucy. Appreciate you being here. Again, the ads are just it's so hard to say it. Sometimes I just read y'all's comments. Laugh at them and spit truth at them. That's what I like doing, man. I can't believe it when every single player has all these problems and all these situations. It's hard for me to believe that. Real life says when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. NFL media is littered with fake actors. Truth keeps you grounded. Believe that. I believe that. Trizzy peeling back the curtain. Yo, Trizzy is one of the best in the business. Kenny, you're not too bad yourself, brother. Kenny be cooking in here. GDS says the Browns told to change their tune about 12 or no action. Hey man, some people have been saying that. Some people was like, hey man, as soon as Kevin Stefanski left, we having different conversations. The conversations are different. Oh, I was talking about the membership. That's what I was talking about. Y'all get early content. Y'all gonna have exclusive content. This what's it called? By this weekend, behind the scenes content. I'm about to add another tier to it too. And remember, we are a week away. We are 7 days away from our draft spectacular. I'm gonna have some guests. I got G Bush coming. I already got an IRL guest coming. I'm gonna get another few creators coming. We're gonna draft. We're gonna do some trivia. Y'all are gonna rate the what do you call it? Y'all are gonna rate our drafts based on the different teams and stuff like that. Who has the best draft? Good trivia time. So just make sure I'm gonna keep promoting that, man. Keep promoting that. But let me go back to reading this. Become a member, man. Do it. I already know they already sent me a Big 10 member, so it was what it was. Look what Shedeur with third and fourth rated players, worst offensive line, and worst group of wide receivers. Real life, that they be talking about context being excuses, right? And that's where I start checking out, because it's like I don't know how everything that's a context becomes an excuse, but it is what it is. Joe Batonio better shut his mouth. Hey, who can somebody tell me who started the Joe Batonio thing? Because I'll be doing my market research. I looked at John the Liquidator. I looked at Mag Dog. I looked at everybody. I know who y'all watch. Shout out, what's his name? Keep the Vision Football. I looked at G Bush. I didn't see that rumor. Who started that rumor? And please don't tell me it's an AI channel. Please don't. But somebody started the rumor that Joe Batonio apparently was the guy that was leaking stuff to Jason Lord. And then what happened was, people, whenever the Emmanuel Acho thing happened, people were like, "Oh, it's actually Kevin Stefanski leaking everything." You feel me? So that's crazy. Only 25 votes. Make sure y'all vote. Make sure y'all vote in the poll which video you want to do next. Jordan Seaton update. Kevin Stefanski update on the Falcons. Oscar Delp, the tight end from Georgia. Mansour Delane, a cornerback. Hey, Selmore Fund, donating to the diaper fund. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Thank you, good sir. Selmore, you're always in here. You're always doing great things. Anytime, either if I'm collaborating with G Bush or I'm just doing my thing, you're in here in the stream. So appreciate you. Appreciate that tenor. Again, the diaper fund is growing. We need it. This little dude be going through some diapers, so anything helps. Even you just watching helps. So I really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. But yeah, who started that rumor, please? I definitely heard it in a comment. It was a comment. I was talking about the Browns getting their new offensive lineman, and I was like, okay, this and that, re-signing Tevin Jenkins. Someone said, okay. What's it called? I'm a little sad Tingz didn't read that, though. Wait, what did I not read? Wait. What did I not read? To the diaper fund and go Browns. Wait, what did I not read? You never lie. What did I not read? Hold up. Oh, here they go. When the hate don't work, they lie. When the lies don't work, they backtrack. When they backtrack, they blame people who actually watch film and say they don't. They threw the goalpost off a cliff. Okay. I'm messing with you, Intel plays. I'm messing with that. I'm sorry, I snuck over you. But thank you so much, Selmore. Appreciate you. Kenny says been a lot of talk about Batonio. I have seen the Batonio to the Niners stuff. I haven't bought one because I had a feeling he would, lol. I'm waiting to know for sure. I'm a little sad. Okay. Someone said that JB was talking slick. All world Joe blocking air. Now that'd be funny. Every time Acho pops up in a vid, Lil Tingz needs a diaper because hey, that's real. He does not like when I talk about Acho. Look, I want y'all to know he is not a very loud baby. Like he's not, hey, GB shot that $1.99. You said you're testing it out. My last one didn't pop. Oh yeah, I didn't see it. But I appreciate you. Everything matters. Nice little $1.99 and anything. Oh yeah, hey, congratulations to all the dads out there. Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. But thank you so much for $1.99. Thank you for the 10. Again, everything matters. Even you just watching is you showing appreciation to my little guy, and he hates Acho. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, I don't be propagandizing him. He's a quiet guy. He usually just chilling. Sometimes he's in his little swing over yonder. Right? He's not here. He's with. I think he's making sleeps. He's making CPs, as we say. But yeah, he just chills with me while I work. Sometimes he hangs out while I record. Right? And usually he's just chilling. What's it called? Where is the Cash App? Do y'all want me to drop my Cash App? You know what I need? I need one of those. What's it called? Like links. Those like. What do you call it? I'm gonna add it to my thing. What's it called? What do you call that thing? The buy a coffee joint. You feel what I'm saying? Like buy me a coffee type thing, so I can so there can literally be a diaper fund. That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'd rather y'all know that y'all are actually putting it towards diapers. Like, I don't want y'all to think Tingz is using it on I want y'all to see it go directly to Lil Tingz. That would be fire. Dang, if I put my Cash App, I gotta drop my government. Let me work on the Cash App. Let me work on getting a new Cash App. What's it called? We'll get there. We ain't gotta be greedy for it. We ain't gotta be greedy for the blessings because y'all are already a blessing. You being here is enough. So we'll get some professional stuff handled there. We'll get a professional Cash App. Get a tip jar. We'll do it the right way. Yeah, but they do take a little bit when you do chats. They do take a little sliver from you. That is how they get down. But hey, if you don't want to do that, just watch. And I'm telling you, you're doing a great thing supporting. So I appreciate all y'all. Yeah, like a revolving diaper fund. And I also want y'all to know, like, we ain't I don't want y'all to get the impression that we hurting for diapers. Like, he has plenty of love and his dad works hard. We give him what he needs. But y'all see this economy? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be prepared. That's it. I'm trying to be prepared. I want to make sure my guy's good. I want him to have them bougie diapers. You feel me? I'm trying to upgrade you get it. You understand. But no, I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's donating. All right, 31 votes in. It's almost 10 minutes. Once 10 minutes is hitting, it looks like people want a Jordan Seatan update. This will go on the second channel because this is college football, but I'm going to stream it on this channel. So make sure y'all go watch the second channel. Reggie Virgil, is that a player or is that who's that? I didn't know diapers and wipe cost so much. Hey, Donna, me neither. I found out the hard way. I'm gonna let, again, y'all can keep voting. But as it stands right now, the order that we're gonna go in is Jordan Seaton update, then Falcons update, and then if we have time, we'll do Oscar Delp, the tight end out of Georgia. It is 10 minutes, so that's what that's. Wide receiver, okay. Reggie Virgil. Okay, so we got to do Reggie Virgil. I got to do Chris Brazzell and Bell. I got a lot of dogs to do. So Reggie Virgil. And by the way, the what's it called? The Georgia State wide receiver is Ted Hurst. That's coming out too. Reggie Virgil. Yeah, have y'all heard about Chris Brazzell? Out of Tennessee. He's like 6'5", moves lean. So Reggie Virgil, Chris Brazzell, and then Chris Bell. I think his name's Chris Bell. What's his name? Chris Bell. Out of Louisville. Those are going to be some next wide receivers. Yeah, hey, gas is crazy now. So, you know what I mean? That's another thing. Hey man, if all you want to do is watch, that's fine too. That's plenty of support. I appreciate the support anyway. Diapers going up with gas in real time. I gotta be careful. Texas Tech. Okay. Yeah, I'll rock with Texas Tech players. We'll do that. Graduate from toilet diapers to wipers. The Cincinnati receiver that ran at 4.3. Wait, the Cincy receiver? 4.3? Huh? Who? What's it called? Okay. So check him out too. Wait. Check him out too. Oh, the Cincinnati. Okay, yeah. Okay, Chris Brazzell. Oh, Bedazzle. Okay, jeez. Come on, Intel. Tennessee receivers have never been great. Yeah, that is a thing. Like Ohio State quarterbacks, maybe C.J. Stroud can finish the job, but just like Ohio State quarterbacks, Tennessee wide receivers are known to. Chris Bell. Yeah, okay, Chris Bell. Okay, so that is Chris Bell. Okay, I had it right. Is he going to play next year? That's the question. He tore his ACL at the end of this season, so yeah. Jeff Caldwell. Okay, I got some real hoop watchers in here. I got some real ball watchers in here. Jeff Caldwell. Okay. Brown or lit. Okay, cool. Jeff Caldwell. All right, so Oh, wait. Last second, the Falcons update just won. Is that? All right, it looks like the Falcons update has officially won. I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes. I'm going to give y'all till 15. I'm going to give y'all to 15 because I was just about to go and do the Seatan check-in, but it looks like the Falcons update at the last second won. We got and there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with the Falcons, man. There's a lot. There's a lot going on, dog. It's a lot happening, man. Tua is talking. What's it called? Oh my good. The votes are getting tight right now. But Tua was talking. They made some signings. And sadly, well, I don't know, depending on how you feel, it looks very unlikely. It looks very unlikely that Dylan Gabriel is going to what's it called? That Dylan Gabriel is going to be going and joining his guy, which is messed up. Murray said, "Hey, let me make sure I get Seatan. Hey, I want y'all to know, I will do both. Tennessee wide receivers have a very limited route tree. That's true, but they told me Chris Brazzell was doing at 6'5" was twirling around and getting real stupid. Like he was doing crazy stuff. I drive wide receiver at 6 and Colton Hood at 24. Do you need I don't think they need another corner, right? They already got I think they're okay at corner. Let me vote again. Marie, I don't want you to go nowhere. We will talk about a Seatan. We will. We got Seatan. We got Stefanski. We already talked about our guy 12, right? I don't want to spam him too much. I don't want to be like Emmanuel Echo now. I mean, Akko. I'm not trying to do that. After watching Leonard Fournette say that, I literally sometimes call him Echo on accident. Like for real, I don't want to play with his name. I want to play his name. Oh, a slot corner. Okay, now that I believe they do. They need a slot corner. But ever since Emmanuel Acho, I don't want to spam too much 12. I don't want people. You know what I mean? Hopefully he doesn't end up like Cedric Tillman. That'd be good. The one thing that worries me with Brazzell is he's thin. He is thin. He is thin. We'll have to see. But when you have size and movement like that, it at least gets people excited. You feel what I'm saying? The question people were asking was, what type of receiver do the Browns need? I said a T. Higgins type. What do you think? This is a good question. Dr. Green says, Echo is fire. Yeah, big TV. You have a good point. They have two really strong outside corners. They don't have a real true slot corner. But Dr. Green, what type of receiver do the Browns need? I say T. Higgins. What do you think? I think this is great. However, I think I'm gonna be boring, right? So T. Higgins, someone who's a real deal wide receiver too. He's long. He can help you in the red zone, right? He can give you a lot. He's a good separator. That would almost be a Brazzell, maybe a Denzel Boston, except Denzel Boston doesn't have a great route tree either himself. He can't separate himself, right? So I think I see where you're barking up, and I like those. I like a big body wide receiver. I'm a classic guy when it comes to wide receiver, right? But to me, I think they need a Devontae Adams, right? And I think Carnell Tate is that. I hate to be boring, right? I know people, and I love Mekhi Lemon. I think he's a dog. But I feel like Mekhi Lemon is a weapon that takes teams to another level, right? He's a work hard. Like, think about the team or the player he's being compared to is Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown was like a finishing touch. He was, well, not the finishing touch, but he was one of, right? He's a consistent weapon. He gets you those first time. He does those things. He's going to do dirty work. But I don't think you need that as much as you do need that. I don't think you need that as much as you need a real deal bona fide receiver that you can count on, right? Jerry Jeudy better start catching screens because at this point, I don't know if I trust him stretching the field. He's supposed to be your field stretcher. He's supposed to be your true alpha receiver. I don't trust him like that. He needs to be the Z, right? He needs to catch these wide receiver screens, catch these slants, and hopefully catch them, right? And let Carnell Tate be the big dog, run those big posts, right? Get those curls when you need it. Hey, you need to fade. Because the thing about that 6'3", 6'2", I'm big, I'm bad, I do what I need to do. I'm not the biggest, but I'm a route technician. What I love about that is that, again, I feel like you're gonna win at all points, right? The technical skills are gonna win you some reps in the red zone, right? The long speed and the intricacy is gonna be able to beat zone. It's gonna be able to give you a nice safety blanket for your quarterback. We love 2, right? Or 12, you know what I mean? Depending on what it is. So I think my answer is boring. It's Carnell Tate, but I really like Denzel Boston type. I really like the Brazel types. I really like those big body receivers. I think they interest me a lot. Yeah, for sure. Amon-Ra, like, he is, and I don't think Mekhi should fall. I think they're trying to get Mekhi. I think that's what it is. I think they see that they can. Oh, Amon-Ra fell. We can get him to fall, and they can do the same thing. He's going to be an extremely valuable piece. But I don't know if that fixes the problem that they have. You feel what I'm saying? Judy is not. Yeah, he's not a Knicks. Yeah, he needs to be in the slot. He can't play Z. Let him play Z. Let him be. Yeah, and that's the problem. Denzel Boston can't get off. He can't separate, but he is a big body, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let him be Z. Let him be a Z. So talking about wide receivers, who do you think is going to take a flyer on Brandon Ayuk? I don't think Brandon Ayuk gets. I think he might have Le'Veon Bell'd himself. Like, I think he might not get any more. You know what I mean? And Le'Veon Bell, that's not a fair comparison. But I don't think he's going to be playing in the NFL this year. What's up, One Ohio Dog? I don't want a wide receiver anyway, but my coach will love a wide receiver. I believe that. Shedeur throws a lot of 50-50 jump balls. I think it would help him a lot based on his play style. Watching the film, 12 needs a T-type, my opinion. Shedeur. No, you're good. I like that. So I guess, the reason why I would say that, okay, you think about someone like Will Shepherd, right? I think that is, giving him one of those skyscraper guys. Here's the real thing, Dr. Green. Unless you love Chris Brazel, and I need to get into the tape on him, right? I can't tell you either or not. I like Denzel Boston. I don't love him. I think he's a great, late first round. Late first round is kind of high. Maybe second round. He's a good addition to have to your team. Chris Brazel, I have to see really where he's at. But I don't think there's a big body receiver that, unless you love Chris Brazel, and I need to look at the film. I need to do XYZ. Unless you love Chris Brazel, I don't know the big body receiver that you trust in the first round specifically, right? But it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. With the Ayuk thing, you have his own teammates talking about like it's messed up what he's doing and XYZ and yada yada yada. Like you have to, at some point with Brandon Ayuk, you're gonna have to come to terms that he aided himself and ruined it. Like I don't like piling on somebody. I hate piling on NFL players. I hate piling on players. But when your own teammates are coming out and saying, yo, you're wilding, when you're messing up voids in contracts that's supposed to be guaranteed money, like there's a lot going on, a lot of nastiness that apparently he was getting into, right? When it comes to not showing up, not doing what he needs to do, signing a contract, sitting out for a contract, getting that contract, and then sitting out again, weird injury stuff. So it's like, I don't know if anybody sees that types of stuff. Like, and I know some people don't want to agree. But yes, these GMs talk. They do collude. They do tell you, hey, make sure don't get that guy. Hey, don't pick that guy up. Hey, he does this in the locker room. Hey, he's a locker room cancer, right? They start throwing that around if they want to mess up your value and how you get it done. So, right, for as much as I do want to be open to that mindset, dog, this is just such a weird situation. It's so sticky. I don't see him playing again. Deontay, hey, you doing it big. Hey, by the way, Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are my stream days. That's what I'm doing for y'all. I'm keeping it consistent Tuesday and Thursdays. Keep him in the slot is crazy. But yeah, Dr. Green, who is the big body guy? Unless it's Chris Brazel, who is the big body guy? And I'm saying that honestly. I'm not saying that to be whatever. Right now we're talking wide receivers. Deontay, and you. I know you a big Carnell Tate guy. I know that. We talk about wide receivers. The question, I think, was a really good question, Dr. Green. I like his question. Ayuk is USFL. That's crazy. I like the question that Dr. Green asked. I liked his reasoning for his response. His response was, well, let me start with the question. The question is, all right, the Browns need a wide receiver. What type of wide receiver do they need? And Dr. Green went on to say, like, hey, get him a big body, 50-50 catch type guy. Now, okay, I like that, Dr. Green. And I like that. And Dr. Green, to respond with that, I think they can still go get Carnell Tate and Denzel Boston falls to the second round. I still think they can go get Carnell Tate and, maybe, everybody's been talking about double offensive line draft. How about a double tight end draft? I mean, tight end. A double wide receiver draft. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Mekhi Lemon does fall. Jacoby Lane, you're right. I'm wrong. You're right. No, you're right. Jacoby Lane. How are we did a video on Jacoby Lane. How did I forget? Okay. Yes, Dr. Green, yes. Jacoby Lane, 6'4". He makes the craziest catches. That's your Z. Hey, that's your Z. Give me Carnell Tate at number 6, right? Give me offensive lineman. Hey, go get Caden Proctor at 24, and go get it. Cause Dr. Green, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We did a video on him. That's one of my favorite wide receivers out of this year. I cannot believe I was stuck on Brazel. I was stuck on Denzel Boston, but he's that guy. I'm telling you, he's been making crazy catches since he was freshman, senior. USC wide receivers suck. I can't co-sign that, big brother. Amon-Ra St. Brown, what's it called? Freaking Big Dog. Drake London, sorry. Big summer gun. Drake London. I can't co-sign that, dog. Darian Thomas Robinson is in the UFL now for their new team, Orlando Storm. I still feel like Stefanski did him dirty. I knew a lot of people who loved DTR. Like I was a DTR fan too. It does kind of seem like that. Big bodies, yeah. The answer is Jacoby Lane, by the way. That's the answer. Trizzy just got done. Crazy thing, my strength of the refinery. Hey man, pockets fat. Deontay, I love to hear that, man. I love to see you doing good. I love to see you in here doing it big. Hey, Dr. Green, you cooked on the barbershop. Hey. I appreciate you, good sir. Oh, my headphones turned off. I can't even hear it. Appreciate you for the $4.99 going to the diaper fund. Can y'all hear this? Y'all let me know. Thank you, good sir. And Dr. Green, I owe you. You the one who you had. I was about to look silly until you put the Jacoby Lane out there. I was about to look suspect. So I need to be thanking you. You know what I'm saying? But no, really, really appreciate you. Hey man, we gotta shout out G Bush for giving me the opportunity. Hey, shout out Mag Dog. Mag Dog is gonna be on the barbershop too. I know some of y'all watch Mag Dog too. He does some Shedeur content as well. He's a nice guy. I like it because there's some people who get lies off. He don't really do that. He's more of a general. He really stays strict on the content. I like the way he's set up. So make sure y'all go show love to G Bush always. Go show love to Mag Dog. Do what they do. But yeah, man, I just appreciate the opportunity. I was mad. The last time I was on there, I don't know if y'all could tell, I had the wrong mic. Hold up. I'm paranoid. Hold up. Now I'm paranoid. 1 second. I never thought I'd see. Okay. I was like, I hope I have the right mic right now. Oh my goodness. By the way, just shout out to my lady. My lady's the best in the business. She's the greatest of all time. Tingz on Barbershop was great. Deontay saying to you, shout out G Bush. Been watching him consistently since he put me on. G Bush is that guy. He keeps it straight up. And what's cool about G Bush, because I know some people y'all basketball. He talks about basketball too. So he's all Cleveland. So y'all go check him out. Yeah. The Deontay, that's what I'm saying. I can't the USC or slander. I don't know. I can't get behind that one, player. Can't get behind that one. Okay, I want y'all to know, y'all. So we were talking about the Falcons. We were talking about Jordan Seaton. Oh, they were already on. Oh, I thought they were doing it. Okay, cool. All right, well, y'all go watch the replay. Do what they do. Hey, Dr. Green, I appreciate that. Very fun. Hey, I need to make another Jacoby Lane video. Jacoby Lane is I've been ranking with him again. Freshman year, he was doing. I want y'all to know. Okay, so the votes right now. The edited vid will drop tonight. Wait. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about the edited? Okay, yeah. So y'all go watch that. All right. Okay, yeah, you're right. I do hope that from a high limit. All right, so there's 50 votes. We've been yapping for 30 minutes. Dang, I've been yapping y'all for 30 minutes. So Falcons is no longer in the lead. I want y'all to know Oscar Delp is in the lead. Y'all want to talk tight ends? Oh yeah. See, I got the ball watchers in the chat right now. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk physical tight ends? Come on, dog. Real quick, let me do this. Boom. I'm just turning on my fan. That's all I'm doing. It's getting hot in Topeka. All right. So is that what we doing? We doing Oscar Delp? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Let's do it. Let's talk a little ball then. Let's talk a little ball. And I got the advanced statistics for you too. I got something for you. Right? Ooh, Tig. Hey, Tig, he messed up his draft stock. We got to talk about that bad. If we have time, we got to talk about that video because that was hilarious. All right, I never thought Oscar Delp was gonna win this, but Oscar Delp is yeah, I had to hit the fan on him, man. Oh yeah, Eli Stout. We gonna get through them now. I really liked what's it called? Y'all know I live in Georgia. I got a bunch of Georgia fans, so I believe in the Georgia propaganda. I'm sorry. You feel me? I believe in the Kirby propaganda. But also I think he's a very underrated guy. I like talking about these underrated guys. That I can add something to him. So let's get into some stats and facts. Just some stats for you. Tight ends are changing the entire NFL. In 2025, 11 personnel, one back, one tight end was called on 56.4% of NFL snaps. 12 personnel in 2025 was called 22% of NFL snaps. That is the second most common formation in the modern NFL. If you don't have two tight ends, you cannot be elite in the NFL, and that's just what the modern offense is. Now, I know a guy with a 44 that's catching balls from a guy that wears number 12 who might be wearing number 2. Mr. Harold Fannin Jr., he's an elite tight end. Now, the Browns did just get a new blocking tight end. I get it. Maybe they don't need him, but maybe the Raiders need the next coming of Brock Bowers, Oscar Delp, tight end. Out of the University of Georgia. Look, I don't think he's going to be a top 5 pick. I don't think he's going to be the greatest of all time, right? Uh-oh, I heard my little guy. I heard my little guy. Sorry, I got to listen to my guy. And I had the wrong video up here too. Sorry about that. I think we're good. Little Tingz check. Okay. Mom's on it. My fault. I'm sorry about that. Woof. I'm a restart it. I'm a restart it. Hey, he's a problem. I'm gonna restart the video. Sorry, I had to check on my little guy. We're gonna start from the top. All right, we're gonna start from the top. Don't act crazy. I am gonna go to the personnel tendencies again. In 2025, 11 personnel, which is running back, 1 tight end, was called on 56.4 of all NFL snaps. 12 personnel, which is 1 running back, 2 tight ends, was called on 22% of all NFL snaps. That means in the modern NFL, you don't just need a tight end that's elite. You need 2 tight ends, preferably a blocking tight end and a receiving tight end. Even better if they can both do both at a high level. And Oscar Delp, I think, is that guy. Now, again, y'all know I rock with 12. He might be 2, and I really rock with Harold Fannin. You know he's one of the most exciting new tight ends. If the Browns thought that maybe, obviously they did just pick up a new blocking tight end, maybe they pick up Oscar Delp. Maybe the Raiders, who are building a new team, maybe they add to their tight end class and have a Brock Bowers, and Oscar Delp, a big-time Georgia reunion. Maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers with Darnell Washington, maybe they say they need Oscar Delp. I think that he can fit in any offense you need, because the thing about Oscar Delp is that he does both. He catches and he gets nasty in that block game. But I talked about Brock Bowers. He hasn't just played with Brock Bowers. He's played with a lot of elite talent at Georgia. This is what he had to say about the standards that were set from where he's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of Brock stories. I don't know if I can share them all, but that's a dude that really taught me how to practice. He's a machine. Ever since I got to Georgia, we do all these crazy conditioning and team runs and stuff, and he kind of set the standard of we don't run with the combos, we run with the skill guys, and he would have all the tight ends, even Darnell, running with the DBs in conditioning, and Darnell was not happy about it. But he would run with the DBs and the receivers every day, and he would win every rep, and he just was a competitor. And that dude just really taught me how to practice and how to compete for the ball and just never give up on play.
Absolute beautiful stuff. You have somebody who was molded and crafted by the likes of Brock Bowers, and now that molding and crafting of people like Brock Bowers brings you things like this. Look at this. Look, how about put your life on the line, Brock? How about he sees an SEC defensive lineman? Look at the girth and tonnage on this. Y'all see this motherfucker? Hold up. Oh, look at this motherfucker right here. Yo! He's huge. He's flying. Oscar Delp put his life on the line for a tight end. That's who you want. That's who you need. He gets real loose. And by the way, apparently he running a little faster than people expected. People assumed him to just be a blocking tight end. When the 40 times came in, they looked pretty darn good. An RAS score after his pro day of 9.83 out of 10, by the way, right? Height 6'5". You know what I'm saying? Weight 245, probably get a little bigger there. Vertical 38, 40-yard, 4.48. That is an elite level 40-yard. So he gonna put his life on the line, but he can also catch. But did I tell you he can block? Did I tell you that he gets real nasty in the block game? And look, blocking is similar to running routes, right? And that is, it's about leverage, right? It's about attacking certain space. It's about understanding. I know we just underrated. It's just blocking. Blocking's important, son. Right? So to be able to hold and execute a blind, come on, he looked like he on the blind side. Come on now. By the way, Jeremy is a beast. I like Jeremy. Very consistent. That guy's gonna be a top tier possession wide receiver in this league. Trust me. But I like that from Oscar Delp. I like that a tight end in this modern age where we love Harold Fannin. You feel me? We love Kyle Pitts. We love a tight end that can go out there and catch the ball. But how about a tight end that also gets nasty? How about a tight end that takes appropriate steps, huh? Look at, again, angles, short, choppy steps. Because what he wants to do, this is one of the core fundamentals of blocking, especially at the offensive line. Short, choppy steps. You don't want to overextend. You want to keep a nice low base. And more importantly, you don't want to overextend so he doesn't flash inside or flash outside, right? You want to stay and ensure that your angle is cutting off this blocker. This is the intricacies of blocking, baby, right? If you don't like football if you don't like this, right? You don't like football if you don't like inline blocking a defensive end. That's an SEC defensive end. That's not a chip. That was no help. That is Grant Delp seeing a Tennessee defensive end and say, "Let me move some bodies." This man gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in NIL to be a defensive end, and a 245-pound tight end just not plastered him, but walled his ass off. I need that. He got some Tasmanian devil about him. I really like that a lot. I really like how he just takes a big body and just shoves him up. I like how he's not afraid to go move somebody, get low on somebody. I like that. I really do like some Oscar Delp. And the good thing about Oscar Delp, right, is apparently, this might not be good for y'all. It's good for me. Apparently, he's got a lot of praise for them Texans. Apparently, right? Apparently, him and Kamari Lassiter, both Georgia players, they got a little link together. I like to hear that. What you had to say, Oscar Delp?
That guy shows you how to practice.
Come on, Kamari.
A lot of young guys, they come in and they don't really know how to approach practice and how to approach walkthroughs. And that's a dude that if you want to figure out how to practice and how to play football, it's like that. I mean, he's playing at 100 miles an hour all the time. And, he leaves nothing out. He leaves everything on the field. Doesn't leave anything in the tank.
Have you had a chance to meet with the Houston Texans while you're here?
I have, yes, sir.
Was that a formal?
Yes, sir. It was.
What teams have you?
Hey, so, you know what I mean? A little Georgia connection. Our guy Kamari doing big things. I like to see that, right? But don't worry. I do have, because I have some receiving. Yeah, here we go. I want to make sure y'all know I love blocking. I love when boys move boys. Oh, wow.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot that I just said right there. But I also like when a guy can get open and get crafty with the. Come on now, they smacked him in the mouth, but he kept going. Boop, get off me. I'm there. And what does a tight end at its core need to be? Oh, and by the way, he got busy. I can't show it fully because you know. I gotta show it in pieces because of copyright. By the way, if you leaving a comment on this video when it's edited talking about play the whole thing, dog, I don't want my channel to get nuked. The college football, they don't play. I just want to put that PSA out there. And if you leaving a comment right now, subscribe, like the video, become a member, get some of this exclusive content. If enough of y'all become a member, we'll watch the film together. I can't do. You know what I mean? I can't just do that. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Oh, now he's blocking some more too. He's doing both. He does both of them. I just love a good block, man. I love that on the goal line. Come on the goal line though. He's moving bodies on the goal line. Oscar Delp is an absolute problem. He's a real issue. And you know what I really love about him? He's had so many positive things to say about his teammates. Here he is talking about Colby Young, saying that he's a top 3 wide receiver. Colby Young, I believe number 8 for the Georgia Bulldogs. Wide receivers on the Georgia Bulldogs, they don't get a lot of recognition. But here he is shouting out his guys and uplifting his guys.
Man,
I like to hear
don't
that.
even know where to start with Colby. Like that dude, I've had teams that ask me who do you think the best player is that you've ever played with, and I say Colby. That's one dude that I would bring to the team. The plays that I've seen that kid make in practice, and just what he does is so special. And I know he's got people think all these things about him, it's out of his control. He's such a great kid, and he's such a special dude, and he's going to change the NFL offense. And I'm really excited for him. For him to be out here and just be able to showcase what he does is going to be really special.
You've played with some special wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You got rings.
Yeah.
And you're saying he's one of the best.
I think
if
he's
not the best.
Yeah. He's the top 3 receiver I've ever played with.
Top 3 receiver he's ever played with, uplifting teammates, forklifting enemy players. He's forklifting the opposite team. He's got high praise from Brock Bowers to Brock Bowers. He's been sharpened by the Kirby Smart weapon of national championship and NFL creators, right? This is this is a guy that's going to immediately add a lot to the offense. Now, I want to talk about the elephant in the room, right? And shout out Deontay. He said, I'm already a member. Let's get them. Hey, let's do that. You know what? I owe y'all a film breakdown. That's what we gonna do. We gonna give y'all. That's what I'm gonna give y'all this weekend, right? We gonna do one of these receivers full breakdown and not, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta pause sometimes when I actually do the video. But the elephant in the room here is that Oscar Delp does not have a lot of receiving stats. He doesn't. He doesn't have a lot. Now he can do it. But if you ask a Georgia fan, again, I live in Georgia, so I talk to Georgia fans. If you ask a Georgia fan, they do think Oscar Delp is a little underutilized. They think he doesn't get the appropriate shine that he needs, right? And that right there, that's a big issue. That's a big problem because we don't have the reps to see it. But I'm telling you, the blocking, the ability to do that at his size, right? That shows me something. That shows me he's somebody who can withstand, some growth, some hard times. He can work for his teammate, right, for a little bit. And if you're someone who appreciates that, you gotta appreciate that, right? That's an absolute beautiful thing. I really hope the best for Oscar Delp. If he comes to Texas, that would be great. If he doubles up with Harold Fanning, that would be great. If he asks any other team, his ability to block, his willingness to wait for his opportunity is going to make him have a long, lengthy NFL career. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down below in the comments. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't. Subscribe, like football content. I'll see you next time. Peace. But yeah, man, film breakdowns. We'll do that. We gotta do that, man. Zachariah Branch on point. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna take two of these wide receivers. Maybe Chris Brazzell and Chris Bell, and we'll do like a regular version, and then we'll do like a real film breakdown version for y'all this weekend. Deontay told me to do it, man. We gotta do it. We gonna need you, G, Bush, and Tyvis to break down some film. That'd be awesome. Perfect. Hey, I have heard him being linked to the Eagles too. What's it called? A lot of talent not being talked about. Shout out to FB Tingz covering some of those guys. What about 2nd to 6th round guys? Okay, yeah, we can. Hey, we can do. We got time now. We got 30 days into the draft. You know what's fun for me? I like Chris Bell. Okay, yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's do Chris Bell and Brazzell. I'm gonna make a special note. We're gonna do a regular video like we do, but then we're also gonna do a film breakdown for members, and that's gonna come out this weekend. That's gonna be less edited. We can really dive deep into it. That's a film breakdown. Okay. All right, so let's do two more. We got two more videos. I don't think we're gonna get to Mansour Delane. Y'all don't wanna. The way y'all voted, it don't seem like y'all want to do Mansour Delane. But y'all said y'all want to be Sincere. Ooh, Sincere Brown. Leanne says she wants real hoop talk. Hey man, I'm trying to give that to y'all, man. If y'all didn't already watch it, I dropped my video on Caleb Downs. One a week. We gonna need more than that. Sorry about that. But yeah, I do like that idea. I like that idea. However, it's gonna have to be more. I'm gonna have to do more than just one position group a week. So, I guess that's what I have to do. Hey, I guess I'll have to do 2 a week. I guess I got to. Let me do that because y'all know me. I really want to get into these defensive linemen. That's where I start salivating. I start, you know what I mean? That's my bag for real. Top special teams prospect. What does seem like a niche subject for draft time? Well, no, I think the best special teams player is Casey Conception out of Texas A&M. I don't think that's a. I would think we just talk about returners. There's a punter. There's a 6'5" punter who runs like a 4.5 or like a 4.4 40. Like, so there's plenty to be talk. There's plenty to talk about. But y'all got too many good ideas. But what I like to hear is that y'all had the ideas and y'all want to do that. So I owe y'all 2 film breakdowns. Oh yeah, see, Dr. Green, you gonna make me act up, dog. Sometimes you have to trust when a player plays football and he really dominates some of the top people for multiple years. You can't just say measurables. But I don't want to get off track. I don't want to do it. That and Dr. Green, that's why I said special teams, and not just because I'm a Texas and he's at A&M, and I'm not trying to disrespect, but I think he's a better punt returner than he is a receiver. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. But let's do it. Let's talk about Jordan Seaton. Let's really get to it, man. Let's really get to it. I wanted to have another screen for my. What's it called? What do you call it? My second channel, because this is gonna be a second channel video. However, what's it called? I think this just looks clean already, so we're gonna do this. Trizzy, Nisa's the best. Nisa's like a sniper. She always back there. Shout out to Aggie alumni in Houston. Aww. I'm not a Longhorn alumni, but I am a Longhorn fan. So, all right. Here we go. Oh, nothing wrong with it. Hey, shout out Josh Cribbs. Shout out Devin Hester. Shout out Cordell Patterson. We respect special teamers around here. Will the Texans ever make it past 2 playoff wins? Why are you terrorizing me? I thought this was a safe space. Huh? Please. I don't want to talk about it. Y'all have too many ideas. Y'all are talking too much good stuff right now. Let's go through this Jordan Seaton. Y'all voted on the Seaton update. Dr. Green's laughing at me. So let's do Seaton update, Falcons update, and then I gotta get up out of here. I think I keep Hey, I have to. That the Aggie hate's in my blood, dog. It's not gonna change. I'm sorry, dog. I gotta. You know what I mean? I gotta do it. All right, but let's check in on our guy Jordan Seaton. Jordan Seaton has gone a little viral. He's dropped some weight. LSU's got their not only pro day, but they got their spring, and it looks like he got a little pep in his step. It's almost like them SEC schools got a little bread, right? But there is a little bit of some fake news here. But what I do want to say is I don't want to approach this as we shouldn't be negative towards Jordan Seaton. We shouldn't feel bad that he's gone to get his money and gone to a bigger program. What I want you to understand is Jordan Seaton really exemplifies some of the disadvantages that Coach Prime has at being at a Big 12 school rather than being at an SEC school. You got to remember, when Lane Kiffin came in there, they were swinging some big money. They let him pick whoever he want. We're not talking about money that can even be denied. We're talking about money that, by the way, if we remember, that Colorado matched. And then on top of that, you have to remember that LSU's got different connections down there in the South. Who knows how many Mercedes-Benz and Maybach dealerships Jordan Seaton has his name on right now. But this is big. This is a congratulatory moment. Down in Louisiana with some of the best food in all of the world, he somehow is dropping weight. He's looking slimmer. LSU signed the number 1 offensive lineman in the transfer portal. The ex-Colorado Buffalo was listed at 6'5", 330 pounds last season. Now, after just a few months in Baton Rouge, he checks in at 6'5", 307. Massive transformation. Now, here's what I will say. He was injured at the end of the season, so from reports that I've seen, he was actually closer to like 315, 310. I don't think he dropped like 20 pounds in 3 months. I don't think that's what happened. But he does look nice and slim. This was him at his pro day. And I think people want to try to, and this it's really weird. They don't do this with any other coach in any other team besides Coach Prime. They're trying to make it this thing where like, oh, and see, that's what's wrong with Coach Prime. He wasn't XYZ. He wasn't, doing the right thing for Jordan Seaton. He looks even better at coaching. And that's just not the case. You're talking about a facility difference. You're talking about Boulder, Colorado compared to LSU, multiple actual national championships. I know Colorado has a co-national championship, multiple actual national championships, insane NFL players, like crazy years. Like the resources, and it's the South in football. The resource difference just couldn't be different, right? That is the reality of college football. Jordan Seaton was looked at as the best offensive tackle a year ago now. He was looked at as a top 5 pick. So don't tell me, oh, it's because of draft position or the XYZ. He was already looked at as a top 5 offensive tackle. He went there for the resources. He went there for the facilities. He went there because these SEC schools, hook 'em horns, we got a bit of an unfair advantage. The Big Ten schools have an unfair advantage. They wield a bigger stick and they got a big old pot of money, and not just money, but other connections that take them to higher highs. But I'm happy that Seaton gets to do this. I'm happy that these players get to go on big things after offering his services for multiple years. Here is what Jordan Seaton has been reportedly said from Lane Kiffin, at least.
And Jordan has done a phenomenal job since he got here. Really, like you mentioned, it's a good observation. His body changing, his work ethic, his time. I mean, I'll come up here. It'll be Sunday at 9 p.m. and he'll be out there doing his own stuff, working out. And that's what we're trying to build here. That becomes the norm. That mindset and the way that you work, and we got some players that are there, that have that you build the culture that's what it is, and then you're an outlier when you just check the box and you're normal. And so I'm happy that Jordan's there to lead.
Hey, you love to hear that. Lane Kiffin says Jordan's a leader. He's putting in the extra work. It's a beautiful thing to see, a beautiful thing to hear. You gotta hope the best. Right now that he's out in the SEC, it's not like Colorado's gonna play LSU. You know what I mean? Unless it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Shout out Isaiah Lawrence in the chat, by the way. Now, I do want to talk about, I think this is a beautiful excuse to just talk about LSU in general. They just started their spring practice. So, we watch Colorado spring practice sometimes on this channel. If you're watching this live, this is the main channel. But on the second channel is where I put my college football stuff at. And Isaiah puts a good point. You do have to realize that Lane Kiffin is an interesting person. Lane Kiffin has known to be not the most likable person in the world of college football. He's known to leave out on some people. He's known to have a lot of controversy around him. So anything he does, says, or is associated with, there will be some sort of extra layer there, right? So I think LSU is going to be a fun team to just keep track of, if they're good, if they're bad, anything else in between. It's going to have a lot to do with Lane Kiffin. So this is where he was talking about on his first day of spring practice.
Day one today, to finally be able to be out there in a practice format was great. Kind of had a moment before too of, just reminding myself of how grateful I am to be here, appreciative, but also the responsibility level that I have coming here to LSU, to the people of Louisiana, the great players and coaches that have been here before. So, I don't not understand that. And that was pretty cool, just thinking of that as I walked out on the field today.
Hey, man. Hey, Lane Kiffin is okay. He's come on, man. Like the ultimate glaze. This is what you do, right? And this is what you do when you get a big bag, right? When they give you all that NIL money and you finally come to the SEC school of your dreams. I mean, he's just thankful for LSU, the government, the state, the gumbo, the boudin. I saw him. Hey, Lane Kiffin was at a Boosie concert running out there. Like he doing everything he can, man. Hey, back in Mississippi, he was doing hot yoga with them teenagers. Now he's pulling up on Boosie concert. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is better for everybody involved, man. Maybe this is just a positive, beautiful thing. So let's check in a few different situations. Now they are. I don't know if you can hear. I can't play. It's NBA. They are blasting. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. They are blasting NBA YoungBoy. And as much as we might have issues, or you might have issues, or I might have issues with Lane Kiffin, I have to respect him for respecting Louisiana culture, right? And putting on NBA YoungBoy as these young men get to work, slaying that iron. Obviously, Jordan Seaton is not the only big name transfer. I think the next big name has to be the quarterback Sam Levitt out of Arizona State. Now a little inconsistent. He was a little inconsistent at Arizona State. In fact, in the Jordan Seaton breakdown, a lot of people have been calling out Sam Levitt for not being as consistent as he needs to be. But it is what it is. Here's the running back coach getting their thug dizzle going. You know what I'm saying? Common stuff there. Lane Kiffin with the front row. So this is Sam Levitt to Tredez Green. And now Tredez Green, if I hope I'm saying his name wrong, Trey Green, right? He is like 6 foot. He's like a 6'8" tight end. He's a very fun player to watch, very interesting player to watch. So LSU's got a lot of cool storylines. Whether you're a Sam Levitt guy, whether you're a Trey Green guy, whether you're a Lane Kiffin, want to see him crash and burn guy, there's plenty of storylines that are going to be following LSU with Jordan Seaton, with Lane Kiffin. Lots of different angles here. So if y'all want me to watch some more spring practice, obviously we're going to check in on Colorado's spring practice from time to time. Ooh, little one-handy jam. I like to see that. We're going to check in on a few other spring practice as it's happening. We watched Texas spring practice a few weeks ago, so y'all let us know. That's the Jordan Seaton update. Everything looked nice. Everything looks smooth. And then if we have any more updates, we'll hit you again, man. But y'all be great. See you next time. Peace. Lane got his family members. Hey, he be doing what he do, man. Cade Durham is a first. Oh yeah, Cade Durham is he's a beast. He's gonna be a problem. But Trizzy says it great. Lane is a tiger till the next bag shows up during the college football playoff start. That would be crazy. Dr. Green, LSU quarterback is Sam Levitt. I have to disagree with you, Dr. Green, about him losing 4 games. I do think they're going to give him this first year to be like, okay, he's cool. Like, I don't even think he would, unless he loses 5 games. I know that's crazy. That's one different, but I mean, you lose 5 games, dog. You're like, you're cooked. But I think he loses all his, 4 big games, right? He does play the Longhorns, so I hope you better lose against us. They lose their big games. Everybody writes it off as, hey, they're just getting the team together. And then the next year, they only win one more game. They lose 4, and then he's absolutely cooked. I think that's what's going to happen. Hey, 5 games. I had to one-up you. But no, I hope I'm wrong, though, right? This is another thing that it would be, as much as Lane Kiffin is very annoying, it would be a lot more fun if he's successful. It would just be fun football. You know what I mean? Just not successful against my Texas Longhorns. All right. Last thing, Falcons update. This one's going to be pretty quick. We're going to be in and out of here. I'm a little sleepy. You're in Oklahoma. Oh, I'm a Longhorn, dog. Hold up. Come on, dog. Yeah, you know what it is. Dog. Come on, dog. Now, this is what I will say. And this is a real thing, we don't hate the Sooners. No, sir. I will say we don't hate the Sooners as much as we hate the Aggies. The Aggies are 17,000 times worse than the Sooners. The Sooners and Horns, there's a bit of mutual respect there. But none of that, dog. None of that, dog. I don't want to hear it. Hey, Dr. Green might unsubscribe now that I show him. Not the Arch Manning hate. Come on, man. I'm gonna be pushing some nasty Arch Manning propaganda. You got to be there for it. But yeah, everybody does agree. That's where, as Oklahoma fans, you know what I mean. Hey, as Oklahoma fans, y'all didn't run away from the rivalry for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all because the Aggies did that. Aggies ran away from the smoke for 10 years, came back. We had to hunt their asses down, and now we beat their asses back to back. So do we hate the Lloyds or Achos more? No hate, not hate. Acho has worse takes though. My only thing is Sam Acho's a good person. The Aggie hate will have it's a whole nother living. UT doesn't have real football fans. We're about to. What are you talking about, son? Son, what are you talking about? We're not doing this, Dr. Green. Dr. Green, we're gonna have an Aggie Longhorn standoff. I mean, not Aggie Longhorn. We're gonna have a Sooner Longhorn standoff. I can't do it tonight. I gotta get to my little dude, but I'm telling you, we gonna get after it. Don't do that. We ain't gonna do that. But here we go. Let's get an update on Kevin Stefanski. It's good news for the Atlanta Falcons. If you like Tua Tagovailoa, that is. Bad news for the Browns fans that wanted Dylan Gabriel off the team. Whoa. That's a good point, Dr. Green. That's a good point, Dr. Green. Bad news for Browns fans who wanted Dylan Gabriel gone. Really good news for Atlanta Falcons fans that like Tua, because it seems that another quarterback has been added with Michael Penix and Tua Tagovailoa. That's going to be free agent quarterback Trevor Siemian. Now, Trevor Siemian is like 30-something years old. Like, he's old as dirt. I didn't even realize how old he was. The quarterback room is Michael Penix, Tua Tagovailoa, and Trevor Siemian. And currently, as it stands, it seems that Tua is the front runner to be the starter on week 1 for the Atlanta Falcons. This confirms a lot of things. Not only, obviously, as the Rise Up Ryan says, that sound you heard was the collective sigh coming from Cleveland because the Falcons will not be trading for Dylan Gabriel. So there was a lot of people linking Dylan Gabriel to the Atlanta Falcons because Kevin Stefanski was admittedly, openly, a big Dylan Gabriel guy. It doesn't seem like the trade's going to be happening anytime soon because Trevor Siemian is going to be there. But this strongly confirms what the quarterback competition is going to look like for the Falcons. It's going to be straight up Tua versus Michael Penix. And we are going to get a little bit of football trivia because respect to Trevor Siemian, right? I mean, there was a second there that people thought he was going to be the truth. You know what I mean? Do y'all remember this sidearm throw? First off, 7th rounder, right? So respect to him.
Motion to the left side.
Respect to him, 7th rounder. First play of the game, nasty little sidearm. Like, come on, man. Trevor Siemian, got to give him his respect. But Trevor Siemian does have not a great record. So Jalen Hurts is one of just 4 quarterbacks with 4+ interceptions and 5+ fumbles in their first 4 games of the season. Trevor Siemian, Marcus Mariota, and you know what's crazy? Matt Ryan. Everything comes back to connecting back to the Falcons. So Matt Ryan, Trevor Siemian, and Marcus Mariota are the only players, and Jalen Hurts are the only players to start their first 4 games with 4 interceptions and 5+ fumbles. So he has made some history for not great things. This, again, does in fact confirm no Dylan Gabriel, most likely, unless he going join the practice squad. No Dylan Gabriel in Atlanta. And you have to wonder, man, did Kevin Stefanski leave his guy high and dry, right? Or maybe does somebody in the Browns organization really like Dylan Gabriel? Maybe that's the case. I don't know. I've heard some rumblings that Dylan Gabriel might actually be QB2, right? But other than that, right, you have to understand and really think about what's going to be happening next for the quarterback. They are happy with their quarterbacks. Kevin Stefanski genuinely believes Tua Tagovailoa can be that guy for the Falcons. Now, the last time we saw Tua play, the last time Kevin Stefanski saw Tua play. He got benched. Quinn Ewers had to come into the game. Like, it was one of the worst performances I had ever seen from a quarterback happened against the Browns. Kevin Stefanski saw it with his own eyes and still wanted him. But hey, it is what it is. Trevor Siemian, Michael Penix, and Big Tua. That's how we stand right now, and that's the quarterback room. So he gets a major update. Oh yeah, and by the way, congratulations to Joe Flacco, man. Yeah, congratulations to Joe Flacco. Hold up. We gotta give Joe Flacco his love, man. What y'all saying in the comments? I forgot about this. I almost forgot this, man. I come on now. I almost forgot about our guy Joe Flacco. He is officially signing a 1-year deal. So congratulations to Joe Flacco. He was also linked to potentially joining Kevin Stefanski too. He's gonna come back with the Bengals. I just want to read y'all some of. I'm recording this live. Before I get into the rest of these updates for the Falcons, because there are some good updates for the Falcons, I just want to read you some of the comments in my live chat because these folks is wilding just a little bit. All right, let me read some of this. He says, I don't think the Browns can give Dylan away. That's what Kasemi said. Intel Play says, Kevin used Dylan till he got his new comfy office chair, then tossed Dylan aside. Absolutely diabolical. Leanne says, I'm saying Kevin is whack for not grabbing his mans. I mean, you have to realize a top 100 pick, Xavier Watts was there. And it's so ironic because now Kevin Stefanski is on the Falcons, who has Xavier Watts. Xavier Watts was on the board when Dylan Gabriel got picked for the Browns. That's crazy. Dr. Green says, LMAO, we should see if Dylan has any eligibility left. Hey, I think he could come back and go crazy in college football, man. Trizzy says, damn, Trevor Siemian is still in the league. I don't know how Trevor Siemian is still in the league. By the way, Trevor Siemian is a great example of what I always tell y'all. The lifespan of a quarterback is so long. Like, while people want to dunk on Shedeur and all this other stuff, or whatever, or any back, I want to dunk on Justin Fields, that boy just got another contract. Like, for all of these busts and bad quarterbacks, Colt McCoy, like, all these players that are quote-unquote bad, they get paid millions of dollars for years. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's bad. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out Trevor Siemian for still being in the league. Dr. Green says, I feel bad for Dylan. Honestly, that's real. That's real. He says, Dylan's leaving voicemails on Kevin's phone. Come get me, Kevin. Please come get me. Kevin doesn't need 3 left-handed quarterbacks. Maybe that's his fetish. Oh, my. All right, they're going crazy. They're going crazy. So I just wanted y'all to know that's what the live chat was saying about DG. But back to the Falcons updates, please. Everybody focus. This is a very positive thing. The Falcons already had one a Bijan Robinson. Now they add to their running back room with what's it called? Brian Robinson. What's his name? His name is Brian Robinson, right? Yes, Brian Robinson. Now Brian Robinson is notorious for getting shot and coming back. Super, like, one of the craziest re-intros of all time, him coming back as a Commanders running back, and they played many men because many men wish death upon him. They tried to kill this man. He's back. He's a short yardage guy. Did some good work there. With Tyler Algier signing in Arizona, Brian Robinson Jr. fills an essential spot in the Falcons backfield alongside Bijan Robinson. He's going to, obviously former 49ers. He rushed for over 2,700 yards, 612 yards receiving and 22 total yards in 4 total NFL seasons. Again, he's going to be able to do some of the dirty work when, you don't want Bijan there, some short yardage stuff. Big, heavy guy that can get some of those short yardage stuff. It's pretty funny that you have 2 B. Robinsons, the fantasy people, not going to be fans of that. Now, let's talk about Tua, man. Let's talk about QB1. He was doing a lot of yapping. Tua has been doing a lot of yapping. I do want to point this out. Tua opened up his press conference saying that he has a really close relationship with Falcons wide receiver Drake London. Wait, let me finish this. he has a close relationship with Falcons wide receiver Drake London's girlfriend's dad. What does that mean, Tua? Tua, what does that mean? Anyway, it is what it is. Let's hear what QB1 in Atlanta has to say about the QB competition. Like Dr. Green said in the live chat, Tua is CTE patient number 1. But let's see what he's got going on. Let's hear it.
I would say you don't choose a team based off of whether I'm going to be starting or not. I think you look at the entirety of the group, right? As I was looking at the other teams, I knew I had to compete regardless of what that was going to look like. Coming here, I kind of know Mike a little bit based off of his relationship with my little brother as they were coming out for the draft. So in that sense, I kind of got in contact with Mike and whatnot, talked with him, and moving forward from there, competition is just a thing in the NFL. I am no stranger to competition, had it in college, and I would say competition is just going to be there, and competition enhances the play of everyone that you're surrounded with. And so, last year wasn't the best year for me, and I'm looking for a fresh start, but fresh start in the sense of being able to compete, being able to go back out there and playing football, good football, and I think the best football is still ahead of me.
Hey, man, he thinks the best football is still ahead of him. My God, my live chat is still going crazy on Dylan right now. All right, we're not going to indulge in that. I do want to address some of the things that he said. Obviously, shout out to the relationship between, I believe it's Tulia Tagovailoa, and congratulations to him. I believe he just signed with a USFL team. So shout out to Tulia Tagovailoa, Maryland legend. He did big things at Maryland. Did he transfer anywhere else? Did he just stay at Maryland? I forgot. I thought he transferred somewhere. Anyway, not the point. The biggest point here is, again, Tua had a lot to say. He was on like a Zoom call on his phone, so I don't know what was going on there. Let's listen to a little bit more of him, see if he has any more insight for us. My God, this boy got 5 pixels.
The competitor in you, do you expect to be the starting quarterback this year? And then the second part is, what made Atlanta the right move for you with other opportunities available?
Okay, we heard this one, so let's get to this next question.
Okay, Daniel Flick from AJC.
Yeah, I guess kind of on that note to it, just how much of a drive do you feel to kind of prove that you still have it in you after the way the last few years have been for you?
Yeah, I would say more so last year has been the biggest, setback that I felt wasn't up to par of what the standard of play should have been. Injuries happen. Those are things that we can't control as football players. But outside of that, the drive is there. I just think of the 12-year-old self, the 14-year-old self, 13-year-old self. What would that Tua say to the Tua now? I mean, it's a blessing for me to be in this position and this opportunity that I have to be able to play for, the Falcons and whatnot. But to be able to still live out my dream, that's not something that I take for granted. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
All right, Allison from WSB.
Hey, Tua. When we talk about, quarterbacks coming in, you are considered now the most veteran quarterback in this room right now. So I wanted to know kind of, how do you see that? Do you see yourself kind of as a mentor coming in, or because you are competing for that starting role, it's just all business? I mean, how can you maybe even help Michael?
Well, I look at myself when I was a rookie, and I was very grateful for the chance that I had with someone like Ryan Fitzpatrick. And for me, I think this is actually going to be my second year being what you would deem veteran of the room. Last year was actually my first year being the oldest in the room. with Quinn and Zach. So this being my second year, I think whatever I can do to help Mike's game will help me, because if I'm helping getting him better, it's helping me get better, vice versa, within helping the team get better. So I'm not looking at it as just, okay, you do your thing, I'm a competitor, I'm going to compete over here. Everyone has to pull their own weight with this, and it's the collection of what's best for the team, not just the individual. So I'm going to do all that I can to help him in whatever he needs with his game. And, by doing that, I hope it enhances his game to enhance mine and vice versa. And we keep growing and battling together in that sense.
Tua has not really said a lot of positive things that I've liked. His brain has been a little, you feel me? I got people in my live chat say he probably should have retired last season. I really appreciate the two things that he said. The first thing is, if right, as much as Tua turned the ball over is like a meme now, when Tua was coming out of college and it was his rookie year, obviously out of Alabama, right? And we're going to get to the Alabama point because Trizzy's making a good point in the live chat about the makeup of Nick Saban guys, the makeup of an Alabama type guy. And more importantly, with the Ryan Fitzpatrick situation, if you remember, this is a person who, in Ryan Fitzpatrick, who got a lot of, or let me reframe. Tua got a lot of criticism and maybe some ill will, and maybe the coaching staff had some ill will because Ryan Fitzpatrick, when Tua was when he was a rookie, Ryan Fitzpatrick was out there starting. He was doing his thing, and they eventually benched Ryan Fitzpatrick after he had won the locker room and all that stuff. And that really put Tua kind of on the back foot with the locker room, and then really on the back foot for his career. He went out into a team where they weren't really accepting him as the QB1. They wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to be the guy. So the fact that he has the ability to look back on that moment and still say, hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick gave me a lot of positivity. He offered me a lot of grace, right? Ryan Fitzpatrick is probably one of the more well-respected people, obviously Harvard guy, you're the journeyman of quarterbacks, right? And I remember when that situation went down, I felt bad for Ryan Fitzpatrick for being benched, and I felt bad for Tua for being put in that situation. So for him to not only come out with that, but going back to the Alabama thing, the Nick Saban thing, right? Hey, no, I'm not coming in here to just compete or I'm just to block someone else's shine out. No. What I want to do is I want to ensure that whatever I do, I'm helping him to help me, to help you, help everybody's helping to be great, right? That's a beautiful mindset to have, I think. And I think if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, you've got to be excited that there is somebody that has that mindset. Now, this wouldn't be a Falcons update. Shout out to, by the way, shout out to Kevin Stefanski and the Falcons people. They were at the Georgia Pro Day. I have been again, as someone who lives in Georgia, I've been very critical of Atlanta Falcons for not just drafting every single Kirby Smart player. Like, I don't know why I haven't been doing that for the last, like, that should just be a no-brainer. However, shout out to them. They're at the Pro Day. Now, something we need to talk about, because my goodness, something happens crazy with the Falcons every week. Now, this one is not as serious as James Pierce or all that craziness with the assistant coach, but this is a little weird. I don't know. Does anybody remember Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant, he is cornerback from Kansas, former cornerback from Kansas. He was an undrafted free agent, got picked up by the Falcons, and he was on some streamers, I think Chibu and Caillou or something, and they were messing up the BNB, and he was absolutely wilding.
It don't matter, y'all niggas childish. Y'all niggas childish. You're childish, nigga. I don't like you, fool. I will suck you my soul, you childish. I don't like you. I don't like you, fool. Stop being childish. It's y'all two playing. Every time y'all put a fucking hole in the wall and then put $150 in the Airbnbs. What are you talking about? What you talking about? It's you, fool. It's you, fool. You childish. It's hell game. I'm telling you. Don't say you should have played.
Hey man, I don't know why professional athletes need to stop hanging around these streamers, dog.
Stop! You hear me? Hella times. You hear me? Stop! You hear me? Oh. The wall. God, stop. Let's go. Stop playing, cuz. He hit me twice. But come on, go get out, fool. Before I get hot, fool. Bro, he hit me twice. Come on, man. Fuck y'all nigga trip move, cuz. Before I get hot in this hole, my mama. Y'all nigga tripping. Y'all nigga tripping. God. Cut that shit off. Bro, stop. Bro, stop. I don't come to you mad, cuz. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you like that. I don't give a fuck.
All right, I don't know what is even going on. I don't know what's going on. The more I watch this, I gotta be honest with you. I think I'm on Kobe Bryant's side. I gotta be real with you. The more I watch this, it seems like the streamers had a little too much dip on their chip. They put a hole in the wall. I saw a video they called some random person on the street to come fix it. It's nasty business, man. But hey, good week for the Falcons, right? You don't get Joe Flacco, you do get Trevor Siemian, you don't get Dylan Gabriel, but you do get Brian Robinson. Hey man, let's give Kevin Stefanski. Come on now. Yeah, the furniture is being moved. It's too much. It's too much. Professional athletes, stop hanging around these streamers. Kevin Stefanski, good week. Nobody got arrested, right? I think y'all are doing a good job. Y'all are out the Georgia Pro Day. Lots of positives that happened there. That is your update for the Falcons. Congratulations to Joe Flacco. 2 is probably QB1. Congratulations to Trevor Siemian. All that in a bag of chips. Y'all be great. We'll see you next time. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't subscribe. Like, and we'll next time. Peace.